Let me ask you something. Are you tired of chasing? Tired of double texting? Tired of wondering if she's even interested? Tired of feeling like you're always one step behind? Always proving yourself? Always hoping she'll finally see your value? Because here's the truth 99% of men never hear. Chasing women doesn't create attraction. It kills it. And the saddest part? Most men spend their entire lives chasing, convinced that effort, persistence, and overgiving will finally win her over. But it won't, because while 99% of men are chasing, there's a rare 1% who barely lift a finger. These men don't beg for attention. They don't flood her phone with validation. They don't panic when she goes cold. And yet, women chase them, not because they're rich, not because they're famous, not because they're genetically blessed, but because they understand something most men completely ignore. Attraction is not created by chasing. It's created by behavior, by energy, by presence, by leadership, by emotional gravity. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to become that man. The man who doesn't chase. The man who is chased. But before we dive into the 11 principles that flip the entire dynamic, let me paint a picture for you. Scenario, vivid visualization. Imagine this. You're going about your day, focused, grounded, on your mission. Your phone buzzes. Her name appears. But here's what you don't do. You don't jump. You don't panic. You don't worry that if you don't respond in 60 seconds, you'll lose her. You stay in your lane. You reply when you're ready. Not from avoidance, not from arrogance, but from self-respect. When you respond, you're warm but unbothered, confident but not performative, playful but composed, and she feels something different. Why isn't he like other men? Later that week, you make a plan. Clear, direct, decisive. Saturday, 7 p.m. dress, comfortable. I've got something good planned. No fear. No, what do you want to do? No chasing, begging, or convincing. And she says yes. Not because you pressured her, not because you bribed her with validation, but because you represented something women crave. A man with direction, a man with presence, a man with self-control. As she gets to know you, she notices something even deeper. You don't brag. You don't flex. You don't fill silence with anxious words. But when you speak with intention. Every line lands harder because you don't waste breath. Your energy is warm but firm. Your humor is effortless, not try hard. Your attention is calm, not obsessive. She starts to feel it. Your steadiness, your discipline, your life outside of her, your internal momentum. And this is the moment most men don't even realize exists. She switches. She goes from observing you to wanting you. Her tone softens. Her body language opens. Her messages get quicker. Her respect goes up. Her curiosity grows. She's the one thinking about you before she sleeps. She's the one wondering what you're doing. She's the one replaying your voice. And suddenly, you're the man she's chasing, not with desperation, but with desire, because you don't behave like the 99% of men who scare her away. The men who overtext, overexplain, overapologize, overinvest, overvalidate, overshare, overpursue. You are different. You are intentional. You are grounded. You are protective without being possessive. You are independent without being cold. You are masculine without being aggressive. You're soft without being weak. This combination, this dynamic energy is rare. And rarity creates value. Value creates pursuit. Pursuit creates obsession. Women aren't complicated. They're responsive. They respond to the emotional energy a man carries. They respond to the environment he creates. They respond to the standard he holds. So if you're ready, if you're prepared to understand the psychology behind feminine pursuit, if you genuinely want to become the man she feels drawn toward without you chasing her, then stay with me. because the next part of this video will break down the 11 principles that flip the entire dynamic of attraction, from you chasing her to her chasing you. Let's begin. Principle 1. Be less available, not less caring. A woman doesn't chase men who sit around waiting. She chases the man she can't fully figure out. Not because he's playing games, but because he actually has a life. When most men meet a woman they like, they do the same predictable thing. They drop everything. They text instantly. They sit on their phones waiting for her next message. But here's what high-value men know. Your availability should match your purpose, not your emotions. When she texts you and you're working, training, planning, building, or doing anything productive, you don't stop your world for her. You respond with calm, steady energy. Not dry, not distant, just unbothered. Because the moment she feels you're too eager, she stops chasing. But the moment she feels you care without collapsing your world for her, curiosity enters her mind. She starts wondering, why isn't he like other men? Why doesn't he cling? What is he focused on? What makes him so grounded? Availability is not the problem. Clinginess is. And when you avoid clinginess, you create the emotional space where a woman begins to invest first. Principle 2. Quiet confidence beats loud ego. Confidence is not a performance. It's not flexing, bragging, or broadcasting your value. Real confidence is invisible until life tests you. Plans fall apart. Your reaction tells her everything. Most men panic. They overexplain. They apologize 10 times. They change their tone, their vibe, their entire identity. But a grounded man does something different. He stays calm. He adjusts. He leads. A woman sees this and instantly recognizes the difference between a man who pretends and a man who is. Quiet confidence shows itself in tiny behaviors. The way you speak slowly instead of rushing. The way you sit back instead of fidgeting. The way you smile when something goes wrong because you know you'll figure it out. The way you never try to impress, yet she's impressed anyway. Confidence doesn't chase validation. Confidence creates it, and that's why she chases you. Principle 3. Scarcity isn't a trick, it's nature. Every woman desires what feels earned, not what feels given away. Chasing women kills attraction because it removes scarcity. But scarcity doesn't mean disappearing. It means being a man who is naturally occupied with meaningful things. When she asks to meet and your day is full, you don't drop everything like 99% of guys. You offer another time, steady, calm, with a better plan. Scarcity works only when it's real. Fake scarcity is manipulation. Real scarcity comes from having a life bigger than dating. When you genuinely don't have time for everything, your attention becomes a reward. Your presence becomes meaningful. Your time becomes valuable, and valuable things are chased. Principle 4. Speak less. Communicate better. Most men talk too much because they feel pressure to fill the silence. But silence is not awkward when you're confident. Silence is power. A high-value man speaks with intention. Every sentence has weight. Every compliment has depth. Instead of drowning her with constant praise, you drop one single line that hits her mind like a spark. Your laugh, it stops me for a second. A woman never forgets the man who has the courage to speak lightly but meaningfully. Your words matter more when you use fewer of them, and the less you speak, the more she listens. Principle 5. Take initiative like a man. Indecision kills attraction faster than anything. Women hate leading. They hate guessing. They hate carrying the weight of direction. They want a man who can guide without controlling, lead without forcing, direct without dominating. Stop asking, "What do you want to do?" and start saying, "8 p.m. We're doing something you'll love. I'm taking you somewhere." Leadership is emotional security. When you take initiative, you remove pressure from her mind. You create a sense of excitement, mystery, direction, and suddenly she's the one. Preparing, thinking, planning, anticipating, because the man who leads is the man she chases. Principle 6. Emotional security makes her stay. Every woman chases the man who feels safe. Calm, grounded, not boring, not passive, not emotionless. Safe. Women run from chaos, but run toward stability. When she opens up and shares something vulnerable, most men interrupt, judge, or joke. But a grounded man does something different. He listens fully. He breathes slow. He doesn't rush. He doesn't fix. He doesn't ridicule. He simply says, "Thanks for trusting me with that." This single sentence creates a bond deeper than charm, looks, or status. Security is a rare currency, and the man who provides it becomes unforgettable. Principle 7. Use dynamic energy. Attraction isn't about being alpha 24/7. It's about polarity. Women chase the man who can be warm yet strong, affectionate yet independent, present yet ambitious, playful yet grounded. Your ability to shift energy naturally, without forcing it, makes you feel like a multidimensional man. Women don't fall for masculine robots. They fall for men who can be powerful and emotionally intelligent, soft when needed, strong when required, balanced always. This dynamic energy triggers a primal instinct. This man is rare, and rare men are chased. Principle 8. Build high-value habits. A high-value man isn't high value because he says so. He becomes high value because of his consistency, training, discipline, projects, ambition, friendships, purpose. Women chase momentum. The man who keeps improving automatically becomes more attractive. Every month, every year, improvement is the ultimate strategy. When your life is moving forward, women feel it, and they move toward you. Principle 9. Make your touch mean something. Most men touch carelessly. A high-value man touches intentionally. He touches in a way that leaves memory, not confusion. A gentle guide at her lower back, a soft touch at her waist, a moment of eye contact before releasing. This creates electricity. It communicates presence without words. It shows confidence without pressure. Touch is a language. When you use it well, she chases the feeling. Principle 10. Engage her mind before her body. Attraction begins in conversation. Not with looks, not with technique, not with lines. Women chase the man who stimulates their mind. A bold perspective, a curious question, a unique story, a thought she hasn't heard before. Most men talk in predictable loops. A high-value man sparks curiosity. You enter her mind first. Her body follows naturally. Principle 11. Be the standard, never the backup. Self-respect is magnetic. It is the final filter. When she cancels last minute, plays games, goes cold, test your patience. You don't beg or chase. You reduce access, quietly, calmly, confidently. A woman instantly senses when a man knows his worth. And the moment she feels she could lose you, she starts investing harder than ever. Because men who know their value are rare, and rarity creates desire. Why she'll chase you instead? Final message. When you strip away the noise, the games, the confusion, it all comes down to one truth. Women chase the man who doesn't bend his identity for anyone. A man who doesn't crumble under pressure. A man who doesn't oversell himself. A man who doesn't need validation to move with conviction. That is the rarest type of man alive today. Every principle you heard in this video is built around that foundation. Because when a man operates from internal strength instead of external seeking, everything changes. You stop chasing attention and start attracting respect. You stop competing and start leading. You stop reacting and start choosing. Let's recap the deeper truth behind all 11 signs. Keycap 1. You become less available, not to manipulate her, but because your life actually matters. Keycap 2. You carry quiet confidence, not performative ego. Keycap 3. You understand that scarcity isn't a tactic. It's a natural result of a man with purpose. Keycap 4. You speak less, because your presence already communicates enough. Keycap 5. You take initiative because direction is masculine energy in motion. Keycap 6. You offer emotional safety, not emotional chaos. Keycap 7. You develop dynamic energy, balance between softness and power. Keycap 8. You live disciplined. Your lifestyle becomes your resume. Keycap 9. Your touch becomes meaningful, not needy. Keycap 10. Your conversation engages her mind, not just her emotions. 1. You become the standard, not the backup plan. When a man embodies these values, something shifts inside a woman. She starts investing. She starts leaning in. She starts chasing, not because you tricked her, but because she feels something she doesn't feel with most men. A man who moves differently. A man who isn't controlled by attraction, but leads it. Women don't desperately want the man who wants them the most. They want the man who values himself the most, because that's the man who can value her the right way. And here's the final truth. You don't attract a high-quality woman by pursuing her. You attract her by becoming the man she naturally gravitates toward. If you take these principles seriously, if you internalize them, live them, and embody them, you won't have to chase ever again. Women will recognize your energy from miles away. And the right one, the one who respects you, admires you, and chooses you, will chase you because she feels safe following your lead. This is the difference between being another guy and becoming the man she never wants to lose. If you want more videos that turn you into the man women invest in, the man women respect, desire, and chase, Backhand Index Pointing Right, subscribe right now. Backhand Index Pointing Right, drop a comment with "I'm leveling up." Backhand Index Pointing Right, share this with a man who needs to hear it. This is your transformation era. Let's build you into the man you are meant to be.